First, since I'm here with, I don't know why I'm here with him. I resent him. He's younger than I am. He's better looking than I am. He's taller than I am. He's stronger than I am. I've reached the age when I'm entitled to my resentments. The leaders of the other party say when they win the Congress, after they get done repealing Wall Street reform, they're going to make it more expensive to go to college, harder to repay your loan, and add $60 billion to the debt. You don't have any choice, you got to vote for Heath. But I want to say something to every young person in this audience and every parent of a college student. It is estimated that the overall turnout in this election will be 25% lower than it was in the presidential election. That's fairly typical. But it is estimated that the turnout of young voters, people 25 and under, will go down 55%. If you are in range of my voice, and you are in school, or you are the parent of someone in school, and you have a student loan, you are committing malpractice with your own future if you do not vote in this election, and every single young person in America should know that and should vote. We're almost done looking at the game films here, but let's just talk about this debt. First of all, I hate debt.
I do too.
I'm a Depression-era kid. You got my last four budgets were all surplus budgets. I left the incoming administration a $230 billion annual surplus. If we had stayed with the budget plan that I left, this country would be completely out of debt for the first time since Andrew Jackson was president in 1832 by 2015. Now, I know that the image is that the Republicans are conservative and the Democrats are wild-eyed, crazy spenders. But let's just look at the game film, shall we? In the 12 years before I became president, the debt of our country rose from $1 to $4 trillion. It quadrupled. It was the first time in American history that we had ever had a systematic strategy to cut taxes, especially for people with very high incomes, and increase spending at the same time, knowing we would have to borrow the money. And it worked great. For about 8 years, we were living high on all that borrowed money, and then we ran into economic realities, interest rates got high, and that's really the only reason I got elected. President Bush, the first President Bush, is a very good man. He'd done a good job in foreign policy, and he was trapped in the ideology of his national party's economics. That's the only reason I won. And and that family medical leave, one or two others. But the point is, it didn't work. It worked for a while and then didn't work anymore, and you elected me. It took me 4 years to bring the budget down to balance. Then you had 4 years of surplus. We did it with a little rule called pay as you go, pay-go. And because people ask me all the time, what great new economic idea did you bring to Washington? And I always say arithmetic. As I grew up, went to public schools in Arkansas, I had this dumb idea, 2 and 2 was 4 in Little Rock and Asheville. It'd probably still be 4 when I got to Washington. And lo and behold, it turned out to be true.